Sakai
Boys. Sakai Boys.
Sakai Boys.
voice.
Sakai Boss.
My name is Baptiste. I'm 24. I'm from France. I've been in Japan for 3 weeks. It always has been a dream to come here, and now it's for real. It's true. Do you see Geneva in Switzerland? French hates America? No, that's not true. Man, it's Parisian people. Parisian people. People living in Paris make Paris terrible. They are rude. They are not patient, and they are rude.
My name is Serena, 21. I'm a student of political humanities. My previous location before coming to Japan for vacation is Hong Kong. I'm going to be studying for a year. I've been there for 6 weeks now. I really liked everything that I saw about Hong Kong. I lived in Beijing when I was young, so I wanted to go back to Asia, but go somewhere new, but also not super foreign. And Hong Kong was also like a good option, also because it's very diverse. And it has a very big film culture, which is something that I'm interested in, and so that's why I chose Hong Kong. I don't know if I want to answer this online. I think in Iran it's a very complex situation because it's not really like a lot of places where your friend countries are also countries that I guess a lot of the people living there agree with, because I think so many people there don't even agree with a lot of the politics of within the country. So I think it makes it difficult because it's like if we say the enemy countries are the US or Israel, they can stay at that, but even a lot of the friendly countries might not necessarily always be very helpful, or even be countries that a lot of the local people in Iran agree with their governance also. So I think it's a very special case because of the way that I guess there's also problems within the country. So I think it makes it that even countries that our government is friendly with, a lot of the people might also not be very friendly with. So, I think it's a very,
Sakai Boys.
Marlene. I'm 18. So I'm a student, and now this is my gap year, and I did an internship in Japan, but actually I'm not working at the moment. Yes, I just finished school in July.
Sana. I'm 18. We graduated together, so I also studied until July, and now I'm taking a gap year, and then I'll be a student. Country.
We don't hate anyone.
Yeah, but
French.
the thing is, it was a political thing, and now it became more of a joke, because now we have a French-German friendship thing, but everyone makes fun of it.
Yeah, when they play football against each other, it's like a joke because.
Yeah.
But people don't really hate the French.
Yeah.
Sakai Boys.
My name is Julius. I'm 19. So currently I'm unemployed, and next year I will go to university. I wouldn't say that Germany has a direct enemy. France, no. America isn't an enemy to Germany. So I think Germany wants to work together with other countries, and rather than maybe some countries could be a potential threat, like Russia. But I don't know if I would go so far and say that Russia is our enemy, because you also can't say that all the people of Russia are my enemies. And I don't know.
David, 34. I'm a data scientist. I worked in a non-profit previously, WF, so conservation, and then I've also worked at like climate kind of stuff, and then before that at a university doing like geological, like underground stuff. I don't think Australia has any enemies, but the government might think China's. I don't think China's an enemy, but the government might think China is an enemy. Well, historically, you know, English people came and colonized Australia and killed a lot of the indigenous, you know, Aboriginal people. They were seen as an enemy for a long time. We had a white Australia policy, and we only let white people in, and not people like people from Japan or Asian countries. So historically, we've had people who the government or the people they're perceived as enemies. I personally, you know, I like everyone. I don't see us having any enemies, but you know, the government, you know, allies with America. It's got AUKUS kind of thing, right? Might see China as threatening, but the people in Australia, I don't think necessarily share those views. I don't share those views.
Sakai.
Voice.
I'm Saxon. I'm 26. I was a research assistant at a neuroscience lab at the University of Queensland.
My name is Katana. I'm 26. Before coming to Japan, I was a data analyst. I worked for government, a lot of coding, bit of machine learning.
Okay, China feels a bit overbearing sometimes. They have just such economic like power that it feels like our government is kind of, what's a nicer way of saying that bitch?
I'm not going to say because I work in government.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, maybe I won't say that. I'd just say China seems like they are a very imposing presence in the Chinese government, and even sometimes the Chinese citizens seem like a very imposing presence in Australia. Not to say that they're not welcome, but on the higher level in terms of like the government giving some of our, like the resources that we're giving China, and yeah.
Take my voice. My name's Donnie. I'm 44. I work in a financial company.
Lee Van. I am 40. Consulting. No, because like Canada, the only border that Canada share is with America. We don't have any other borders, so we don't share a border with any other countries. So yeah. So in that sense, we don't really have any sort of like. There's no tension. Well, and I think another aspect of Canada is because not everyone is from the same place. So like my father came from Vietnam, like his family's been here for a while, and like I have people that came from like like Mexico, like Spain, China. So like it's just like there's so many different people from different countries. It's like there isn't really like a common like one country that we like don't like.
Say hi, voice.
My name is Vincent. I'm 28 years old. I'm in marketing for government contractors. Not really. I just make graphics for them.
Karina. I'm 27 years old. I'm a flight attendant.
To me, no one's my enemy.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I try not to listen to propaganda. So
yeah, I don't really have an answer for that. I don't really know who
I'm
it
pretty
is
sure
considered.
when it comes to politics, is it China? North Korea?
I don't know. Yeah.
I think so. I think it's North Korea. North Korea. China.
Sky voice. Gilbert. 38. Student. Right now it's not really, accounting, and also study few foreign language. Study Mandarin. Vietnam.
Alex. 36. Software. No.
They can earn a lot of money, but we're not like super rich. Yeah.
It costs a lot to live. Expensive to live.
China's number one, probably.
You think that? My
Yeah.
opinion is like not like that. My opinion is that they're like
China, Russia.
in Russia they're like silent about it, but they have like military distrust. In China, they cannot translate and share language very good for military communication, but they can do commerce. I think they talk a lot about war in Middle East. So we're on vacation, we're not really thinking about war, but that's like war in Israel, right? So they're thinking like that's like dangerous and like hot issue for incoming president.
Rafael Brigi. I'm 37. I'm a professional athlete and I own a venture company. I do slacklining, but up high, so it's high lining. I do very high crossings like funambulism, like the tightrope walkers. I don't think Brazil has like an enemy or something like that, you know, like I think that's kind of a good thing, you know. Brazil has always been like very welcoming, very friendly with other countries. Like of course everyone has their hustles and kind of spicy relationship with some other countries. Yeah, I think nowadays would be in my personal view, it would be United States, because it's something like I feel like US and you guys gone through way more than we've been through. It's like they always try to control the other countries' culture and the way the people relate to their culture, and they try to export that culture. And I feel like nowadays, like Brazil, it's becoming copying the worst part of US, and this is like very dangerous actually, because it's like very selfish, very self-centered, very egoistic. So I don't like that, you know. I've lived in US. I think there's a lot of good things, but we are importing the bad things. So I think that's kind of, and our neighbors in South America are very nice. I've been to all the countries in South America, and then I have good friends in all the countries, and I think I wish Brazil, because we are the only country actually that speaks Portuguese, we are a bit isolated, even though Spanish and Portuguese are very similar. So I think we should get together and be stronger as a continent.
Sekai voice. My name's Fia. 29. I'm a doctor right now in pulmonology residency. No, I think Portugal is pretty relatable, I guess. I don't think we have I don't think we have that thing like enemy, and no, I think we are in pretty good relations. Just not a question that I would feel comfortable answering.
Alvin, 22, study science. In my opinion, no, we're a very neutral state. There are current conflicts with the Russian war against Ukraine, and Sweden and Finland joined the like war alliance NATO. Yeah, there was, like, just before we left for this trip, we got, they usually send them out from time to time, a little blanchette, a little paper card with some information of like, oh, if war breaks out, you should be ready with this. And it's like just some information to since we have like demilitarized so heavily in the past, and since we are a very friendly country, we don't really want a big military and all that. We don't really have the capacity. Like, if we were to be invaded, we probably would have quite a big, large problem of how to defend ourselves. So from time to time, the government sends out like information just to remember everyone, so we don't forget like what should we actually do if a war breaks out. There's some conflict, but I wouldn't say outright enemy, but like distrust between each other. When joining this alliance, NATO, there were two countries who didn't want us to join, Hungary and Turkey. So I wouldn't say they're enemies, but they have a distrust for us because like we have some inmates from their countries that we have locked up since they committed war crimes in Sweden. And they also have journalists and other Swedish people locked up in their prisons because they think they like express themselves in ways their countries doesn't like, so they lock them up. So there's conflict, but I wouldn't say outright enemies.
My name is Matthias. I'm a director of administration at a water plant to making water for a city. So I'm very interested in your water and sewage system. The western southwest, Gothenburg. Yeah, so we went with a Swedish company that organizes special tours in Tokyo. Yeah, but the trip has nothing to do with the business. It's just pleasure, yeah. I'm just curious when I'm sitting here looking, how do you get a city like this to work every day? We haven't had that many enemies. Sweden has been a country since that has been in no alliance and with the aim of being neutral in wartime. But now when Russia invaded the Ukraine, we changed our mindset. So we became a member of NATO. So we are now just a year ago. So now we are in an alliance. And right now, yeah, as long as Russia stays in Ukraine, they are an enemy. That's something that changes the whole security in our area of Europe. Not yet. We'll see. But we don't trust them. So it's a problem because after the Second World War, we built some kind of security platform in Europe that is now starting to change. So I think the big challenge is that we don't see what's the next step. What is the future going to look like? So, but then climate change it's something that at the same time. So a lot of things that are affecting us at the same time. Yeah, we have always been fighting with Russia. Yeah, but not the last time is over 200 years ago. Yeah, so hopefully it won't happen again. But it's a really new situation with Russia invading a free country in Europe as Ukraine is. This changes everything.